Hello, my name is Ashley Faith. I wanted to get on here and talk about my lifestyle a little bit. I've been a minimalist for about 7 years-ish, and lately I feel like I've sort of gotten down to more of the essentials. If you've heard the term like minimalist-ish, I think I'm more of an essentialist-ish. But there's many reasons for that I wanted to get into and share why it might be helpful for you to also start to get down to your bare bones, sort of. Um, I have a handy dandy journal. One reason I started getting rid of more things is just about finding peace. That's pretty self-explanatory, really. I wanted to feel like myself. I feel like those more go hand in hand. So it's so easy. I think everybody feels like they're trying to keep up with everything. I feel like it's really been a lot easier to get rid of more after getting rid of social media. This really clears your mind. I can talk more about that in a different video about getting rid of social media. And that's not to say I'm like a hermit. Like I watch a lot of YouTube and I have a Pinterest, but it just shows you how little of a change makes such a great difference in your life. So, yeah, getting down to the bare bones really helps you feel content with what you have. And one reason I really wanted to do that is because I wanted to want nothing. I'm going to read this passage from the Bible. It's kind of hefty, but not that much, not that hefty. And it's just something that's been in the back of my mind through minimalism. Like, I kind of hate to say it through minimalism because I've growing up with a certain mindset and a certain perspective on your things. And calling it minimalism is just not very helpful. But I'm going to go ahead and read this passage. It's from Matthew 6:25 to 34. It's called Do Not Worry. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body or what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow. They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? So do not worry, saying, what shall I eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for today will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. That just puts life into perspective for you. It makes it feel so much less of a burden to keep up with finding the right wardrobe, finding the right clothes, finding the right things to go in your bedroom, trying to, I don't know, keep up with stuff. It's too much and it's unnecessary. So I'm going to put my journal away and I'm going to show you my room. You'll notice right off the bat, you can see how small it is. It's like a little box. There's the corner right here and the corner, my closet, and there's the other corner. That's the little box I have. And that's another reason that I've really doubled down too, I think, unintentionally, is because it's so important to fit in your space. And thinking about living within your means, I found, is more than just financial. It's not just buying what you can afford. It's fitting in your space. And I think it's so common in our culture and a little bit heartbreaking to see how people feel that they need more. If they have a small house, they buy so much furniture to fit their things, or organization, or boxes, or they get a storage unit and fit their things in. People, I think of people like back in a Jerusalem town in a little stone house. They didn't have those things, and they survived, you know what I mean? And they were probably a lot happier than we are, to be honest. I don't know, but okay, I'm gonna turn this around, put this away. Let me get out the door and show you walking in what this looks like. Say hello to Mr. Kitty. Kitty. He's upset because I'm not petting him right now. This is my room. I usually have these curtains down, but I rubber banded them up just so some light could come in. So I sewed my curtains and the fabric that goes in here. Got this at a garage sale. That was given to me from my mom. Just got that at the thrift store, Amazon. This just holds my purse, scarf, coat, robe. This little bin here I have of extra hats, scarves, bags, gloves for winter, my slippers. I am filming this in January, so this is all set for winter. I don't know if I would have that there if it wasn't winter. I like to do art, so I have my art things. I have a little broom. Since this room is so small, it's a lot easier to use this to sweep under my bed and everything. I can get like the angle, and it's just so much easier. This is my dresser. This is all filled with linens, plus I have my computer tucked away because the light, it flickers whenever I'm sleeping, so I like to keep it in the drawer. But it's just all linens. In here I have my jewelry and my perfume and some extra makeup in the back. In here I have like some papers that I have to keep and the extra light bulb because I currently have my grow light for my cactus. So that's just a backup. Water, my little cat calendar. This is my paintbrushes, markers, you see what it is, planner, my financial journal, and my regular journal. It's just my everything notebook that I use for everything. And then all of my other items I've recently condensed up here so that this is free and not so much. Let me get up on my bed so I'm not so, you can see more, you're not so squished. But yeah, this is the little section by my bed. These are my books that I hardly read, to be honest. But, well, the Bible I'm obviously going to keep. But this Art of Dying Well just really intrigued me, and I got a couple chapters into it, and I think I might pass it on to somebody who could use it more because, or just hang on to it and see if I want to read it again. I think I am going to. It's very interesting. It talks about how to deal with the end of your life, and it's not like I'm at the end of my life, but I enjoy living existentially, I guess you could call it. So this bin holds some crafty things. This is like to write letters, glue, hot glue, puff balls, googly eyes, fake tattoos, because my family and I enjoy that sometimes. If we're like going to the beach, my cousins enjoy putting those on or whatever. I'm just going to leave it down here while I finish. This one is my art supplies. I have oil paints, watercolor, gesso, and this is all face paint. I'm somebody who really enjoys, if I'm going to do something, I want to do it my favorite way. when I used to have a bunch of art supplies. I used to have all of my old paintings tucked under my bed. It was overwhelming. It was too much. My favorite way to paint right now is watercolor. And I like to do face paint sometimes for fun or if I'm doing a costume. So that's what I've kept. And it's not forceful. I let myself grow and adapt. And if I'm not using something, I pass it on to somebody who is. And if I feel a creative outlet to do acrylics again, I'll buy some acrylics. This is my everyday bin. I just have like reading glasses, speaker, headphones, like medicine if I get a cold, that's what that is. Lotion, medicine, whatever, my retainer. It's my everyday bin. So I keep all of those up there on my shelf. And my closet, I keep all of my shoes up here, all of my clothes. I have a small hamper in the washer, so that will fill up 2 extra shirts and I think 1 pair of pants. All of my underwear. So you can see I've got my coat, my like nicer coat that's not hung up, tops, and pants. So I could go more in depth in my wardrobe. If I think I would like to share that. I have my backpacking gear down at the, you can hardly see it, but I've got like, yeah, you can't see, but I've got a yoga mat tucked away here and my backpacking gear right here, because my family likes to go sometimes. We go maybe a couple times a year. It's really fun. So obviously I have things under my bed too, because it's like the majority of my room is my bed. That's one thing I wanted to, that was a trade-off I chose. I would rather have a huge bed, less floor space, than be crammed on a small bed and have more space in my room, because I don't really hang out in my room that much anyways. Lately I have been, just because it's so comfy, but I always keep a giveaway bin down here. You can see like my acrylics are in there too. But I like to have a giveaway bin where I'll put things, and once it's accumulated so much or I've forgotten about the items for so long, I feel comfortable taking it to the thrift store rather than constantly running to donation centers. I just collect it in here first. This holds all of my travel bags. So it's filled with like travel packs, some duffel bags, everything. And then I have a little garbage can. And I've condensed everything so that nothing's tucked away behind my bed, like deep where I can't reach it. So everything is on the edge of my bed. So I'll walk around and show you what I have. But that is on this side. Another thing I want to share while I'm showing you is I have lived on my own, and I moved back in with my family, and I enjoy this so much more. I'm not somebody who likes to live by themselves. I enjoy community and communal, dinners, getting together at the end of the day, having someone to talk to. That's my style. So I have everything I have in this room is what I have. I don't have extra boxes and bins downstairs or in the attic or anything that's holding items for later. So I keep extra canvases on top of my bins. I don't know if you can see, if it'll adjust. Oh, it's completely pitch black. But yeah, it's all empty back there. That's why it's black, probably. But I keep extra canvases on top of these storage bins. This first one is holding all of my summer clothes. And that includes my summer shoes and my summer hats. So this is everything that I've tucked away. Bins for seasonal bins are very, very helpful when you're living in a small space. I highly recommend it. If something is used purely, there's more canvases. They're kind of getting stuck, so I'm just going to slide them over for now. Highly recommend them, though. And this is holding extra coats. And I'll figure, and it's kind of empty. It just has a couple coats in here that I'm not using right now that are more helpful for spring and fall. But I figured when I'm putting my winter stuff away, it'll be very helpful to have this bin, since winter things are more spacious. And this last bin is my keepsake bin. And this is where I'd say I've gotten a bit more extreme, because I have decided to get rid of a lot of keepsakes that people normally keep, like yearbooks, old photos. I have a small collection of old photos. I think I have them up here, but that I've printed out on this little printer. And I call it like my fire photos. Like if all technology blew up and we didn't have any pictures that we have saved, I would want those 10 photos or whatever. That's just what I liked to do. I decided to do. I have old books from school, and I've got things that people have made me that I don't want just digitized, that I feel I want to keep. I have stuffed box, because that's something I've tried before and was really fun, so I'd like to do it again. I have microfiber towel for backpacking or swimming or whatever. Some things left from my grandparents. This was from my grandma too, that I decided to take from her. So those are just things that I've kept, my little keepsakes. And I really like what I've decided to keep. The only other thing I have tucked away under my bed is a cooler that I take out for road trips or whatever. So that is my room. That's everything I have. And I covered a lot of different ideas and things that I believe and I enjoy. So I would like to, talk more about them and get in more depth, and hopefully I can get on here and share a little more about everything. But thank you for watching this, and if you've made it through the whole thing, thank you so much. And please try to stick around and follow along if you want, if you feel like it, to see what will be going on. Okay, bye.